something. Then post Christianity, they never imposed, nobody imposed Christianity. Do you want to prove it to you? Nobody imposed Christianity on anybody. Islamic, Abi Islam.
Yeah.
Did it originate in Africa?
No.
Though I don't believe in churches. And you, as a traditionalist, you also pray to your God. You wake up, you go outside, you pour some snaps and throw some, like rice, go out for you understand? That's your own way of praying to God. The same God though, and that my own way of praying to God is kneeling down and reading my Bible. Now, an Islamic person who enter the mosque or in their houses, they bow and do their own rituals. All of us are just saying thank you to one God. So that is why you should understand that these things are the same. It's just people's practice of it, the way people practice it. So when you say that, Christianity is a scam, to me is wrong.
Christianity is a scam.
This is Clash Point, where opinions collide, truth are tested, and silence is not an option. If it doesn't divide, it is not deep. And in today's episode, Christianity is a scam, yes or no?
This is a tricky question to me. It's a tricky question.
Christianity, is it a scam? Yes, I will say yes with some reasons. Christianity is a scam.
But this one, for me, I don't think Christianity is a scam.
Yes, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Without wasting more time, I go by the name MC Wenger Bulative Comedy. Radio from the University about Danchakagano. Yes, very important. And based on the question, if you look around the world, let me say, if you look exactly here in Africa, you'll see that from the day we are gone to, from the days of our forefathers, those that brought Christianity down to Africa here are the Westerners. Yeah? Now, the Westerners that brought Christianity, if you look at the way they brought Christianity to us, in two perspectives. Now, the first one is someone who bring Bible with his left hand and came with a sword in his right hand and came with a gun in his pocket, his front pocket. Are you getting me?
Okay. Sorry to cut you. Okay, you mean this hypothetically, or do you mean it like realistic, or do you think this is how it happened, or
from God does research?
Okay,
from the days of missionary, how they came there in Africa, for our forefathers, how they started slavery and the rest. You will know that when the Westerners came to Africa, they never came for your betterment. They came for their betterment. And they are the one that introduced the Christianity that you and I today left our tradition, left our roots to joy. Okay. The same people who brought that Christianity to you, came with gun and knife. I offer you Bible and tell you, the same person will tell you, say, if someone is slappy at the left cheek of yours, turn the right one, the person is also slappy. The same person is holding gun. The same person is holding knife to protect himself. And the same person give you Bible. I said in this Bible, no,
okay. All this great. let me go over to Mr. Kizito. In fact, I can see the way you are looking at. So what do you think? What is your take? Like you said, Christianity is not a scam. So what is your take on what is
for me? Christianity is not a scam. Why? It's just based on how we take it. Christianity is not a scam. I tell you the truth. If anybody come tell you say Christianity is scam, now we as a person, Christianity come as a religion where it comes to gather, to bring people together. You see, not for money purpose. It be as people don't take you see. Excuse me, I go talk for Cameroon Pidgin. If you understand.
Go ahead.
So It be the way people don't take them a day. People don't take them, make them as a scam because they collect money for people. Bring more, bring goods, bring this. I go pray for you from miracle. I will pray for you for that. That's why it seems as a scam. It's your belief. Okay, yeah. And giving in tradition, if you don't believe in your traditions, nothing go work.
Thank you for that. Well, the producer asked me my take on this case. Well, sincerely speaking, I will tell you that Christianity is not a scam. Or rather, for me, I believe is the way people are practicing it. Most people are practicing it that makes it seem like a scam. You understand? Me, for my own, Christianity is a belief. You understand? It's a religion. It's just like other religions, like Chinese people have their own Buddha, I don't know the name of their religions. There is a Muslim and there is, you understand? So everybody is praying to the same God. But why I believe that people think that Christianity is a scam currently is because of, I don't know how it will sound, but it's because of the church.
Okay.
The current church these days. You understand? Most people, I believe that the reason for a church is to go and worship God. You understand? Is to go and worship God. But I can tell you that 80% of Christians that go to church today go to church expecting miracles. Even in the Bible that you said the Christians brought, what they said that Jesus did there was go to the church and worship God, not to go and worship God with you. The miracles Jesus did in the Bible, none of them happened in the church. If I'm not wrong.
Now, the only miracle where Jesus did was the one.
He turned water into wine. He raised the dead. None of them happened in the church. You understand? So now, I stand that Christianity is not a scam. It's just the way people, put it through. Currently now, so many people use church as businesses.
Even the traditional.
You understand? Even the traditionalists, there are many fake chief priests or people that call themselves chief priests, the native doctors. You understand? Killing people and all that. If you are killing somebody that is killing somebody, how are you are you doing good? So in every religion, there is fake. And there is none of them. By me, I don't believe that none of the religions are fake. It's just the way you believe it to be. You understand? MC Winger, you seem like you have something to say.
There's the good, there is a good and a bad side.
There is a good and a bad side, but it doesn't make it a fake.
Okay, so let me help you guys. MC Winger, you said Christianity is a scam.
Very big scams.
Yes, so is there any way tradition has helped Africa?
Thank you very much for that. Based on the question you asked, any man who I'm from eastern part of Nigeria, Igbo priest, as I'm able to you. And as an Igbo man, I practice my tradition. And ever since I go back to my root, I go back to my tradition, I have seen a lot of things, a lot of good works from the Almighty. Yes. Why I said Christianity is a scam, I'm still coming to that. I still have a lot of bunches of phrases to prove to you guys that Christianity is a scam. But you asked me, is there any way have tradition helped Africa, right?
Yes.
In many ways. Okay, like, which I mean, many ways.
Which way and which way?
Do you know why people think that Christianity helped Africa? It's because it's been documented. It's been documented. When you are born from the day you are born till you had the age your current time now.
Sorry to say, me personally,
Okay.
I don't think Christianity have helped Africa.
That's what I'm trying. I'm coming to that.
Me personally, I'm coming to that. No, me, but you understand, I don't think Christianity has helped. I would say Christianity has helped Africa.
Okay.
Because Christianity doesn't help to me, it doesn't help a nation, but his personal
Unity of Africa is to me was discover his personal realization. You see,
you understand?
see, without Christianity, Africa would have been in there.
I don't know, you know.
Kizito, the civilization you're talking about, Saudi Arabia, do they practice Christianity?
They are Muslim. They are not Christian.
Are they not civilized?
It's part of religion.
I'm coming. He said Christianity. We're talking about Christianity here.
Okay. Let me get something
Stress.
Let me get something straight. Sorry, let me get something straight. So to you,
Yes.
Muslim is not a scam.
No.
Yes, sir.
No.
He's not a scam. Sorry. No, I don't mean.
No.
Because wait, let me say. No, you see, when you say Christianity, we make it sound as if like Christianity is I don't know, is a different thing. It's a one, but Christianity is just a part of religion. People believe it's now worship. Right? You understand?
Yes.
So I am telling the traditionalists,
Yes.
do worship their God in their own way. Ways.
Okay.
Calling it the traditional style.
Okay.
The Islam do worship their God in their own way, calling it Islamic.
Okay.
Now, the Christians worship their God in their own way, calling it Christianity.
No.
So, to me, I believe if you were saying that Christianity is a scam, that means they are automatically calling out the religion. You are calling religion a scam.
I'm not see. That is the question you throw to me. There is a way you put it. Say, Christianity, is it a scam? I said to me, it's a scam. Now, me trying to prove to you that Christianity is a scam to my side. I hear him. Okay. Yes, I haven't practiced Islam before. Okay. I have things I have practiced from childhood is Christianity. At the time, I get to know that the difference between the traditions, my tradition, original, the bende, what is in me, what is in my land, what my fathers believe in. The one I begin to figure out that this my people believe in is living way more than the Christianity that we adopted. Are you hearing me? Now, if you claim we Africans.
Okay, can you give me an instance on that? Can you understand? Like you said, tradition paving way for more than paving way for you more than the Christianity they adopted. So can you give me an instance on?
Okay, so let me bring it to you now. Once in the church, when I was a deep Christian, a deep Christian. Now in this church that I was working with, the pastor moved with escort. The pastor have a private jet. The pastor have one of the luxurious car. With bouncers all over him. And he gave his followers an apron, jacket to put on. Telling them that jacket is going to protect them. Are you hearing me? Okay. Now, him being the pastor is going around with the high security. He's going around with the most luxurious car. And the members are putting on jackets. Believing in the jackets, believing on stickers to protect others.
Now, let me come in. I want to correct you on something, okay? Now, what I believe you are trying to say is the same thing I'm saying here.
Okay.
Christianity per se
Okay.
is not a scam. The church,
Some.
you understand? The church,
Some.
some of the churches is what you can call a scam, and I won't argue with you. Now, why do I say that? This thing you just explained now, okay? You understand? You are trying to say that as a pastor, you cannot preach one thing to your members and do another thing. If you are telling them that an apron will protect you, you too should be protected by that on that apron. Okay, now that's what I understand. I support you on that, okay. And that is the fact.
Okay, now let me
understand. Me, I'm a true believer.
Okay.
I don't. If you want to call me a Christian, fine. If you want to call me anything, fine. But I'm a true believer in God. I also believe in God. You understand? Now, that is why I said the practice of Christianity in how some people practice Christianity is what makes it seems like as a scam. It's not that.
Most people present the Christianity to you. In what manner?
Let's forget. They didn't force you to adopt their own way. You know what? They didn't force you to adopt. Islamic was also brought to you people.
Let me tell you something. They imposed Christianity.
They never imposed. Nobody imposed Christianity. You want to prove it to you? Nobody imposed Christianity on anybody. Islamic. Abi Islam.
Yeah.
Was it? Did it originate in Africa?
No.
It was also brought to Africa.
When they brought Islam to Africa.
So if Christianity was imposed in Africa on Africans, there will be no Islamic, because they will make sure that everybody will be a Christian.
Okay, let me tell you.
It was a choice.
You know that Islam and Christian is a battle of survival of the fittest.
It's the people. That is really what I'm trying to tell you. It's the people that are making it a battle. Okay, for example, the time of the origin, I want to ask you something now. Why you say that is a battle of the survival of the fittest? It's the people's mentality and the people's thoughts of actions. Now, let me ask you something. Okay, me now, I call myself a Christian. Though I don't believe in churches. I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to say churches are not. They are very important. Some churches are very. You understand? But to me, I don't believe in churches per se. I read my Bible. I pray to God. And you, as a traditionalist, you also pray to your God. You understand? Okay. Now, when you wake up in the morning, you say thank you to your God for waking you up,
The creator of heaven and earth.
Now, when I wake up in the morning, I also say thank you to my God for waking me up.
Yes.
Now, when an Islamic person wakes up in the morning, he or she also thanks their God, his God or her God, for waking him or her up.
Okay.
All these things now, this is that we are actually doing one thing. We just call it different names and have different ways of doing it. I wake up, I kneel down, I read my Bible, I pray to God. You wake up, you go outside, you pour some snaps and throw some, like rice, go out for you understand? That's your own way of praying to God. The same God though, and that my own way of praying to God is kneeling down and reading my Bible. Now, an Islamic person who enter the mosque or in their houses, they bow and do their own rituals. All of us are just saying thank you to one God. Now, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You understand?
Okay.
Have you ever heard by in Quran, in Bible, in traditional editing, or where they gather, that any of this God, since they call it the different gods or different beliefs, that any of their God tell them to do something bad? No. So that is why you should understand that these things are the same. It's just the people's practice of it, the way people practice it. So when you say Christianity is a scam, it's to me is wrong. Like it's wrong. Like you placed the word wrongly. Okay. Because if you are calling Christianity a scam, that means you are selling religion on itself.
Even it's like the scam.
Because tradition is, you understand? Because Christianity is a belief. Traditional practices is a belief. Islamic is a belief.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, let me come again. See, when I said Christianity is a scam, who are those Christians? What makes it scam is those that are practicing it. The way they practice the Christianity.
Exactly. That's
Well,
I know we are heading to.
Now, for saying Christianity is a scam is because the way it's being practiced, what they preach, and the manner in which the Christianity is being brought to Africa. Okay. Are you with me? The manner in which the Christianity is being brought here in Africa. Okay. If you should go back to the drawing board, if you should take your mind back, make a research, how the Westerners came to Africa? How did they impose the Christianity on us?
And now that is where you make another mistake. When you say Westerners came to Africa,
okay,
the Westerners that came to practice the slave trade. Remember, slave trade wouldn't have happened without our involvement. Yeah, say we Africans are the same people that sold our.
We have just witness.
No, let me tell you something. No, brother, wait. don't go there. Wait, no. Wait first. You are talking about how they came to Africa.
Okay.
Those people that came to do slave trade, or the people that came to colonize us, we are not the same people that brought Christianity or something.
What people that broke Christianity?
Now, the people that brought Christianity are missionaries.
Those missionaries.
Like you say, I never heard. I don't know because maybe I will go and research it after this argument. Okay. I never heard that there was a missionary, there was a preacher that came to Africa with guns and knives, telling the people that they must accept God or they die. I never heard of that.
That is why I never heard of that. That is why I need to go and research.
So
God is a research.
God asked me, take me to the place. Give me my phone because you want phone. I need to research. Go see it. Since you know, I know that the colonial masters came with guns and you understand. At the same time, they came missionaries. That's the misconception. That is where you misunderstand. They are not the missionaries. The colonial masters, we are not the missionaries. We are not the missionaries. You understand?
Okay.
See, when it comes to how do I put this in? How do I put it? Okay, let me give you an instance. Okay, let me give you an instance.
Yeah.
When you came to the studio. Yeah. Let's say you come to the studio.
Okay.
And the studio receptionist came to welcome you.
Okay.
And he or she was rude to you. Okay. You understand?
Okay.
And now, maybe you became angry and you wanted to turn back, and then the producer came out and was, oh, my brother, and he welcomed you and apologized for the receptionist's behavior. So will you leave because of the receptionist, or will you still stay because the producer, the owner of the studio have apologized?
Okay. Your question comes in a different way.
No, I'm just answering.
Yeah, I will answer you that. Yeah, first impressions do matters in everything you do.
Okay.
Are you with me? As I'm coming to the studio now, with a pure mind, with a good heart.
Mind you, it was the producer that invited you.
Yes. And unfortunately, I was interrupted by the specialist. First, I'll be angry. Okay. That is normal. That's the nature of a human being. Okay. But if on the second thought, on my way going, okay, the producer now walking. Okay. Are you hearing me? I'm pleaded on behalf of the socialists who insulted. I will come back.
Thank you. Now, let me hold you on that. Why will you come back? Because the producer who will write it, the rightful owner just came. Thank you. Now, let's go back to the colonizers and the missionaries.
Okay.
Now, the colonizers came to colonize Africa. Like you said, they came for their own gain, not for Africa's gain. And I'm not agreeing with you.
I get that they worked in pari-passu with the missionaries. They came as missionaries.
Wait.
When they come out, they came together. When they go Kayu,
now they gave you the Bible. Let us take Nigeria as example.
Okay.
Nigeria was colonized by the British.
Okay.
But today, Nigeria have at least 3 major religions. Okay. Traditional practitioners, Christian and Islam. Okay. But they were colonized by one person, by one country, which is in the British. Now, the British came as the colonial masters. Because if you come my house, man, I will fight you. I'm not going to let you. So they came, they fought, they conquered. So they colonized Nigeria. Now, if at all, like you say, that they enforced Christianity on Africa, that means Nigeria would have been all Christian. There wouldn't be any Islamic.
Okay, let me tell you something.
The reason why I believe all these people have the choices to choose whether they like Islam. You know, today now, so many people switch from Islam to Christian to Islam. Yeah, you know that. I know. So why do you think that happens? It's a freedom of choice. I present something to you. This is what I have. This is what this can do for you. You understand? If you believe in this, this is what you will get. So it's left for you to decide. Another person will come and present his or her own for you. It's just like a business. It's a business. I'm telling you,
what you are saying now is different from the Christianity aspect.
I'm just tackling your word by saying that it was imposed. It was imposed. If that
was imposed on we. Okay, now let me say we Igbos. We Igbos. Christianity was imposed on us. It wasn't a we. Do you know? Do you know how exactly was Christianity? At least I believe in it. Exactly was Christianity imposed? I believe it was. You are Igbo man. I'm a you're Igbo. Now, please, born and brought up. I will give you. Let me say, I will give you an assignment to go make a research about your homeland. How do people? How many of the people were killed? How many of your fathers were killed because of what? Just for them to take Christianity. It's a lie. There is none. He said what? Oh, there is none. Nobody was killed. I don't know any. If please present it to me. I don't know. I haven't had any history that there was that people that were killed for Christianity, as in for them to accept Christianity. There was none. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This Igbo this thing that you brought up now. Okay, I'm an Igbo boy. Okay. Full born and brought up, and you have a kind of it. Wait, I'm also a mass servant in a church. Okay, a Catholic church. You understand? St. Joseph, to be precise. Now, I served mass. Now, the Christianity you are talking about, we still perform our traditional, this thing, our culture today. Till today, it still happens. Okay. Now, let me tell you something that happens whenever we want to. There is something we call Okurosha. Like, it's a festive, they say. Yes. People come and dance traditionally, cultural dance. Now, before that is known as a traditional something. People understand. For example, now, as a man, you can participate in it, but women don't participate in it. Okay. That is the tradition. Okay. Where I come from. Okay. You understand? And when it's being done at night, there is one we call Agro-Kroshabale, like the night ritual we do for that same culture. Okay. No, if we are doing it in a compound like this, women are not allowed to come out. Okay. Only men are allowed to come out and participate in it. Okay. Do you know why I'm putting these things out now? To tell you that the tradition, the culture is still strong. It's still strong. You understand? Yeah. Now, when you come to that Okurosha square where they are dancing, where they're doing the cultural dance, women are not allowed to enter inside that square until that cultural dance is gone. For that moment, that is happening. Even if you want to spray money to other, you stay outside and throw the money. But as a man, you have every right to enter there and dance with the dancer. You understand? Now, why I pointed all these things out is to tell you that the culture is still strong. You understand? For them to be able to avoid women, that means the culture is still strong. It's still respected. But in all this, okay, before that Okurosha festival starts, the priests opens it with a prayer. So how is Christianity against Israel? Is it which of the priests? The Reverend Father from the church is being invited to the Okurosha dance, Okurosha cultural dance. Okay. Go and check it. It's a Sunjada, who's up to be precise. Okay. The Reverend Father, a Catholic priest, okay, you understand, a Christian, is being invited to a cultural dance. No, a traditional dance where women are not invited. Let me come to that. Okay. Is it really a Catholic church that is in your hunter? No. See, you are talking about Christian. That's why I said I wanted initially. Not for what I said initially. I said initially that the problem we have are the churches, most of the churches. But you are generalizing it. Pardon my English. You are saying the Christian as a whole is against tradition. I'm just trying to let you know that Christian is not against any tradition unless he was still killing people.